the spinnaker and see how it works, which is something that's a lot more difficult on, say, the Catalina 275. So I've got this grind. Stop. Grind. Stop.
Use this light
Easy.
wind, downwind sail.
I want you to give us the tiniest bit of underpower boats.
Yes. But it's really
Give us
meant for a
just the
downwind.
tiniest bit more. So guys, take a look up at the spinnaker. It's a lot like a jib if we're sailing along on a beam reach, which is, what do you do with the sail? What's the #1 rule on a beam reach?
Let it out till it luffs.
Test it. When in doubt, let it out. Grind! But the luff is much more prone to collapse. Stop! Than a jib luff. What are you doing?
You need another couple rounds.
No, we don't. I need to be able to let it out. Leave it as it is, if you would.
All right, well, last time you ground, nothing happened.
That's because I'm stopping and when I'm done. Right? If I stop pulling and it slips, that means I'm done pulling in. So guys, take a look up at the spinnaker. I'm easing my sheet out because the more I let my sheet out, which way does the direction of pull of the spinnaker pull us? And if I let it out more, which way does that thrust arrow go?
You
More
get
in
more of a
front
forward
of
direction,
us.
yeah.
So I want this eased as much as possible. I'm easing 6 inches. See that curl in the front edge? That means it's eased just perfectly. More curl than that would mean that it's about to collapse, which means it fully luffs. If that happens, you have to over trim it so it pops back full of wind, and then you can let it back out. Easing. There's a little curl right there, huh? Now every time whenever I can, I look up at the masthead fly. Trim! Stop! See how I pulled it in over tight to refill it when it collapsed too much?
Yep.
Now what am I gonna do?
Oh, let it out.
Now I'm gonna ease it back out. I'm looking in the masthead fly constantly because the masthead fly tells me the wind direction. It also is gonna give me a little bit of a heads up on a change in wind direction. Because the wind direction changes. Grind! Grind! Stop! See how I almost had a collapse there? Grind! Stop! And easing it back out. Chris, can you do the power so everybody else can come up here? Easing it out.